Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about women's empowerment, which was last Monday, March 8th. I wanted to make a video in honor of that day and in honor of women's empowerment and all of those things. So this video is going to be all about that, and I hope you stay tuned for some very, very motivational quotes. So for starters, I wanted to tell the story about this book called Strong is the New Pretty. And I got this book pretty short Easter when I was around 9 or 10 years old. And I have had it ever since then. I haven't read every inch of this book. There's a lot of stories in there. I have not read all of them, I will say, but I have read quite a bit of them, and I wanted to read to you guys two of my favorite, they're not stories, but just little lines of wisdom to you guys. These young girls who are all under 18 or close to that have come together and are in this book and have these little either paragraphs or one sentence phrases that are just so wise, and you will notice that as they're older they've come up with longer phrases, but even the younger ones, it's so wise that you wouldn't expect a 6-year-old to say some of these things. So the first one that I wanted to read to you guys, which might not sound like a lot until you dive into the actual meaning behind it. I love going to museums because it feels like I'm standing super close to real live bears. Jane F., age 6. So this girl is 6 years old and loves going to museums because she feels like she's standing next to live bears. That might not sound a lot until you dive into what it really means. What that really means is she feels strong enough and empowered enough to stand next to live bears and feel safe. At 6 years old, that's amazing. The next one that I would like to read is by Lindsay B., age 16. I believe in myself even when the world is spinning around me. This one I think speaks for itself a bit more than the one we just read. This one really I relate to a lot because I definitely believe in myself the most out of anybody, and I think you guys will think that about yourselves as well, as you are your own cheerleader a lot of the time. And whether that's because you are a girl and sometimes people have these views on girls that they just need to be at home cleaning the house and doing the cooking and raising the children, even though yes, some girls do enjoy that, love doing that, they do that, but they also empower themselves to own their own business on top of that, or have their own whatever they want. And I think that's amazing, and this definitely speaks a lot to me. That little quote, that little phrase there, I love it a lot. So the next thing that was really important for me to include in this video was some quotes from very, very famous women and very empowering and inspirational women. So the first quote that I have here is by Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and if you don't know who she is, you are definitely living under a rock, but I am not gonna tell you. If you don't know who she is, I want you to go look it up right now when you're done with this video and learn more about her, because she's an amazing woman, or was. Women belong in all places where decisions are being made. It shouldn't be that women are the exception. And I 100% agree with this. Even though I definitely cannot wait to have kids and be with my kids, I definitely wouldn't ever want to be excluded from being in a workplace just because I am a woman and should be home with my kids, cleaning and cooking dinner all the time. I definitely love this quote for that reason. I just think it has helped me and inspired me to not be the stereotype, even if it's not as much of a stereotype now as it was even 30 years ago. I still hope that it inspires people to come. The next quote is by Michelle Obama. If you don't know who she is, I want you to also When you're done watching this video, go look her up, learn about her, because she's also another amazing woman. She was the first lady to one of our presidents a few years back. Well, many years back now. It was about, what, 5 years back now? Okay, here we go. There is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. And I also do love this quote so much, because I 100% agree with it. I don't think that there is a limit of what women can do, because I think it's just ever growing. And this isn't to say that men have a limit. It's just that I think there is a stigma, even if it's less now than it was years ago. There's still a stigma around women in a workplace or things like that. Women not just cleaning the house all day or cooking all day. So I love these quotes, and I think these two women really did a great job, or are doing a great job, in empowering women, and just showing that we can do anything we put our minds to. All right, you guys, all in all, I am just so grateful that you clicked on this video and watched this video, and I cannot wait to see you all next week. I really felt that I wanted to be part of something that had to do with the women's empowerment and the International Women's Day. So this is what I came up with, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next week. Bye, guys.